Hey, it's good to see you. I'm glad you could be here. Let's see. Today is Sunday, I think. Yeah, Sunday. September 7th. It's been an interesting week. You might recall I sprained my ankle last Saturday. I guess it's kind of been a while since... Has it been a whole week, really, since I did one of these? Anyway. Yeah, I sprained my ankle. It's been getting better. Day by day. Little by little. I got the gnarliest bruise, though. That's pretty cool. You know, it's kind of funny when I get like wounds on my own body. It doesn't bother me in the sense of like, it doesn't bother me to like look at it and like see the blood and carnage and whatever. Like hearing about other people's injuries or like seeing their injuries, I'm like, ugh, stop, go away. No more, please. I get squeamish. Wonder why. I guess I'm just more familiar with my own body. It is more tactile. I know how it feels because I'm feeling it. Right, with others, see that I can only imagine. And my imagination might make it worse, I don't know. I guess it's the same with a lot of things relating to myself. I view, it is kind of weird, I view the interactions of myself to the world differently than I view other people and their interactions to the world. I suppose that makes sense. Not that I worded it particularly clearly, particularly. Do you think imagination makes things worse than they are, or less severe? Like, for example, if you've never broken a limb and you try to imagine what it's like to break a limb, how close do you think you could get? Now, I have broken, an arm. I broke an arm. My arm, specifically. Not someone else's. I mean, I was a little kid, though. I don't really remember what it felt like. And pain is different when you're a kid. So I don't know if I really have much of a frame of reference for imagining what it would be like to break my arm now. I can imagine that it would be painful. I would probably cry. So it would be a crying amount of pain. I was trying to think, when have I been in a crying amount of pain before? I I don't know if I've been in a crying amount of pain in my adult life. I suppose I'm fortunate. Do you think you could imagine what it's like to, I mean, you can imagine anything, but how accurate your imaginations are to reality is difficult to say. I wish I could remember a specific example, but I know I've had experiences where I've thought, I've imagined experiencing something, and then by pure chance I've experienced that thing, and it's nothing like what I imagined. Like the feeling of it is much more intense. I mean, wonder how good actors and actresses are. How closely their imagination resembles reality. You know, if you have an actor and, you know, their character, let's say, loses a family member, and they haven't lost a family member in real life. Let's say they haven't experienced death in real life, like having a friend pass away or something like that. Like, they haven't had that personal experience, so they have to go totally off of imagination, other experiences, proxy experiences, if that makes sense. I wonder how much closer they might be able to get to that experience than someone like me, who is not an actor. Does being an actor or actress mean you have a really good imagination? I don't think having a good imagination makes you a good actor. It's one of those things where it works one way but not the other. Like what is it? A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle's not a square. Or the opposite? I don't remember. But that sort of thing, where it goes one way. A square. Wait, I gotta figure this out. A square and a rectangle. A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. Is that right? A rectangle is a square, but a square is not a rectangle. I don't know. The logic isn't adding up in my head. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Imagination. I wonder how much we use imagination every day. It's got to be a lot. Like, not conscious, not conscious use, but unconscious use. Like, it's got to be like breathing and like your heartbeat, right? Like, that's just like part of your that's just part of it, part of life. I don't know. That's got to be, right? Because you imagine all sorts of things. Making assumptions, isn't that imagination? Assessing danger, is that not imagination? making a guess. Is that not imagination? You walk into a room, you're seeing all sorts of things, right? You're making assumptions and guesses, understanding the environment. How much of that is imagination? Is imagination a crucial part of the human experience of survival? Is it integral to survival? Does that mean that other animals have imagination? Do all animals have imagination for assessing danger? Is assessing danger imagination? Is it all imagined? Are we all an idea of a superior, of a elevated being? Maybe. We're still here though, so it doesn't change that much, right? What's something you want to do? And why do we not do that thing? Granted, there are probably a lot of times, sometimes, there's at least one time where not doing the thing you want to do is a good thing. 100%. Absolutely. Undoubtedly. Like, giving into urges and desires. Or, what are those intrusive thoughts. Not giving into intrusive thoughts. That's probably a good thing. Right? You don't drive your car on the sidewalk. That's probably a good thing, right? I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about things like learning the piano. Or going to see the Grand Canyon. I don't know. What is something that I want to do, but I'm not? Make YouTube videos. To be honest, I don't even know if I want to. I may just be, because I watch so much YouTube, I'm inundated with that, so my brain is like, oh, to feel included, then I have to make YouTube videos. If I stopped watching YouTube, would that feeling go away? Would that desire go away? What is it about YouTube that I find so addicting, frankly? Not like a full-on addiction, but you know, it's in there. It's around there. It's shaking hands with addiction, right? If that goes away, does that desire go away as well? I would imagine so. Because it feels more of like an outlet. For example, music. I think music is an outlet. I don't think that people are born with the talent to be incredible musicians. I think people are born with innate abilities that enable them to exceed in those things, like really good dexterity, really being able to comprehend things in a certain way or hear things in a certain way, having really good memory, perfect pitch. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm just guessing. I don't remember what I was talking about. It's just questions, man. That's all it is. It's just questions. Do they have answers? Probably. But I don't know what they are. If there was a balloon for every lie I've ever told, big or small, impactful or insignificant, let's assume these are, well, let's assume these are balloons filled with just air, so they don't float, or they don't rise like helium balloons would. They're just, like balloons you blow up with your lungs. They just kind of sit on the ground. I don't think I'd be able to physically move if all these balloons were tied to me. I think they would weigh too much. How many balloons, air-filled balloons, would it take to not be able to move? My guess, let's see, 10, you can move. 100, I feel like it'd be getting harder at 100. 1,000 balloons? That's a lot. 1,000 is a lot. Filled with air, air has weight. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna say I can pull 1,000 balloons. That sounds like so many. Definitely not 10,000 though. So I'm thinking somewhere between 1,000 and probably between 1,000 and 2,000, honestly. I'm gonna go. Okay, well, if each balloon weighed 1 pound, that'd be 1,000 pounds, and I could not do that. But they don't weigh a pound each. They weigh half a pound, that's 500 pounds. They don't weigh half a pound, they weigh less than that. How much could I realistically pull? I'm gonna say 1,400 balloons. I don't think I'd be able to move with 1,400 balloons tethered to me. That's my guess. It's probably something like 25. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's probably closer to like a couple hundred. Somebody with who knows, who knows things, figure that out, because I think that'd be a little fun tidbit. How many air-filled balloons would it take to stop you from being able to move? Would stop you from moving? My guess, 1,400. I think that's a way overestimate, but I'm sticking with it. what? Just what in general? What? Huh? Excuse me? Pardon me, madam? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you physically see the words coming out of my mouth? If so, that's incredible. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's gotta be some sort, that's gotta be like, what is it, synesthesia? I don't remember what that is. Is that where you like see, you can, like sounds have colors or something like that? What is that? No, synesthesia. What is that? It's something like that where, like, sounds have colors or smells. I don't know. It's like 86% probably a thing. Just that I didn't make it up, not that it doesn't exist. It's just I am 86% confident that it is a thing. Because I get things mixed up all the time. I have terrible memory. That's probably why I repeat things all the time. Repeat things, repeat things, repeat things, repeat. I ask the same questions over and over again, giving hypocritical answers. Hypocritical about being hypocritical. Hypercritical. Hypercritically hypocritical. Do you think there's right and wrong? Good and bad? Positive, negative? I suppose it depends on the scenario. Or the thing, the object. Is there anything so simple? Perhaps. I find it difficult to say that there is, though. Whether it's abstract or concrete. That it is either one way or the other. I feel like it would take a lot to convince me of that, but I don't know. Because there are certain things I believe that seem more black and white, more straightforward, clear, obvious, green and yellow. I mean, I don't know. Birds are beautiful, are they not? They're just so just the way they fly. It's so beautiful. Some are frantic, like ducks. Some are smooth and suave, like eagles. Some are precise, like hawk, or chickadee, flying through all sorts of brush. That's precision there. Some are just chill, like herons. They seem great. Some seem like nervous wrecks. I can't think of one. I don't know, nuthatch maybe? Or killdeer? I feel like ducks are pretty chill. Like, they're not chill like herons are, but, you know, they're pretty chill. They're pretty cool. They're pretty groovy. I could groove with the duck, I think. If you could have an animal personified, if you could have an animal roommate, a personified animal roommate, what animal would you pick? I think heron. I think blue heron. That's my pick. Because I think they're like, they are chill, but they're also like, they're solid. Like, they're not chill like lazy chill. Like scumbag chill. No, they're just like calm, cool, and collected, getting things done that need to get done. But they're cool about it, man. They're cool. They relax. They chill. They out there. I don't. What? Blue heron. That's the way to go. Like, what about like a whale? Like a great whale. Great blue whale. That's a different kind of chill. That's like a no chill. Alright. Take care.